Hey guys, welcome to my very first Shogun 2 commentary video. I'm Domlet, my opponent is Assassin Trask, and this battle will take place on Hida Mountains. And I am a 4-star silver while my opponent is a 7-star gold, so I was worried that he was going to be pretty good. But the reason I wanted to show you this battle to start off my new series is that he brought a very unusual army, one that I've never seen before, so I thought that'd be fun to show you guys. Let me go ahead and pause it here, because the battle starts off pretty fast-paced. So I'll show you my army first. I have my general, who's a melee general, and he used to be a leadership general, but I decided to change him, try something new, so now he's a melee general. I have 4 units of Katana Samurai. 1 is veteran, which is very unusual for me. I like to bring a lot of veteran Katana Samurai. I rarely bring non-veteran Katana Samurai. I have 2 units of veteran Yari Ashigaru up front, a unit of 200 range Bow Warrior Monks, 2 veteran Yari Cav, and 1 Fire Cav hidden in the woods over here. Now, I will put this on slow motion. You can take a look at my opponent's army. You can see he has 2 bow samurai up front and 1 heavy gunners. And then he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I believe, 6 very upgraded sword attendants. I have never seen this before. Very upgraded sword attendants as the main component of someone's army. Never seen that. He has 1 bow cav right here, and 1 in his general over here, who is a leadership general. So yeah, I'll go and put this on play, and first thing I did, I ran my cav up, because I realized that I had cav superiority, so I will be looking to take advantage of that. And I'm going to run my main army up, and I will stop short of the morale shrine, because I don't want to jump right into a fight with him, because he has a lot of infantry plus those heavy gunners. They will be my prime target for the archers, because I need to get rid of them, because they are capable of doing a lot of damage. So he runs his army up as well, and you will see in a bit, he had Waco Raiders, and they will capture this morale shrine, and I do not find out about them until later. So my bow warrior monks, they have enough range to be able to cover the morale shrine, so he will take a lot of losses while capturing it. And here he does something that I do not really agree with. He runs his heavy gunners up and just offers them to my bow warrior monks, and of course I will take that chance to get rid of them because they are a huge threat. So I will begin firing upon them. He will then run them over here, try and get away from the arrows, but I will continue to fire because I need them to die. I will also, so yeah, at this point he also runs his horse archers up to also give some fire on my bow monks. And he also begins to run his heavy gunners up in hopes of getting some shots off, but I will then run my bow monks back as well as the rest of my army because I do not want them to get shot. I also try and get a charge here on his heavy gunners with my cav, which will be successful. I will catch them in the woods and they will get into fight. He will reinforce with 2 units of his sword attendants, and his bow cav will also, they're just kind of standing there shooting, not really doing much. So at this point, I have done a very heavy blow to his heavy gunners. He has less than 20 down to 16. They will continue to lose more. But my Yari Cav being surrounded, they will start to waver and they will eventually break. But they still have quite a few numbers left, so they should come back in the battle, which they will do later, as you will see. And all the while, have my bow monks continuing to fire into the woods, trying to get as many kills as possible. I know we'll kill some of my Yari Cav, but that's not what I'm concerned about right now. At this point here, you can see his Waco Raiders came out of hiding, and he also has his general in stand and fight to inspire his army. And he also is capturing the morale shrine at the same time. So I will need to play more defensive in this battle because I do not want to charge him while he has very high morale, plus these archers still alive. So that will be my focus for this battle. You can see he moved his horse archers around here. Start getting some shots in on my bow monks. I don't know what I'm doing here. I guess I move them up. Oh yeah, here I start firing at his archers because I want them dead, and at this point my bow monks have done their main task, which is get rid of the heavy gunners. As you can see, they are no longer in the battle. They have all died or ran away, one of the two. So I would let my archers shoot it out with his bow monks, which, even though they have quite a few less numbers, they should not do terrible because these guys are far superior to his non-veteran bow monks. Actually, I take that back. They have one chevron, so still that's not that great. So I will retreat back up onto this hill to get a good defensive formation, and he will begin to run his sword attendants forward. And you will see later in this battle, I thought that these sword attendants would not do that great, simply because they're attendants, but you will see that with all these upgrades, they will actually do quite well. And you can see that my Yorick has come back, so what I'm going to try to do here is get into his archers, which I will do. And these archers will take a pretty heavy blow. You can see he's surrounding my cav, and they will not survive that battle. You can see here he's beginning to charge up the hill at me. And I will then get my Yari Ashigaru into spear wall, and I will also send these two Katana Samurai units around to the flanks. So when he hits these Yari Ashigaru, I can send in and flank his sword attendants here. You can see that he is now engaged, my Yari Ashigaru. And I will also move this one up to form one big line because I anticipate that he will also charge this one at some point in the battle. So you can see here that I've begun to move my Katana Samurai around to the backs of his sword attendants. I will then charge into the backs of his men because that is the most successful way to break them instantly and get a lot of kills. Well, at least it probably is. So here he's in a full-out charge. Actually, what I will do with these Katana Samurai, I'll charge them into the Waco Raiders, which they will get a pretty good amount of kills on the charge. I'll charge these guys into the backs of his sword attendants. I will also begin to move these guys to the flanks in preparation for flanking when they engage them. You can see here that his sword attendants will take a lot of losses, fighting on two sides and being charged in the backs. Get some pretty cool blood effects there, more some cool fighting. And you can see here that these Katana Samurai have been overwhelmed, and they will begin waver and will eventually break, which they have just done. He's also slowly moving his bow cav up. I don't know why. He could have gotten a pretty good charge, but instead he'll just walk into them. Not very smart, but oh well. My Katana Samurai will still take a bit of losses. And you can see here, I'm going to move my general up to try and take out these sword attendants and horse archers. He's going to reinforce with this sword attendant. And you can see here, sorry I missed it, but I ran my fire cav out and tried to get his general who was going in to stand and fight. So I tried to, but his sword attendants got in the way and they will get held up in there. But I will then proceed for these Katana Samurai and these Yari Ashigaru to try and get into his general, because I know that a general in stand fight is very vulnerable, and if you can kill a leadership general, the morale of his army will just be completely gone. So I'm also going to commit my general to the fight, gotta kill his general any way possible. You can also see out here he has brought his bow samurai, they're firing all into my men. So at this point he reinforces his general with his Katana sword attendant, and you can see that my Katana Samurai will continue to fight his bow cav, which does not have that many numbers left. And so, as of right now, things are going pretty well in the fight for me. I got a lot of attendants wavering. These are my veteran Katana Samurai here. They're doing pretty decently. But you can see, I've taken a decent number of losses on all my Katana Samurai units. These guys only have 46 left. My Arishigaru, they've taken quite a bit of losses. And so here, it looks like I have the battle all wrapped up, but that is not the case yet. You can see, you just heard that my general died, which my whole army immediately starts wavering. So the tables turn very quickly. I thought I was about to lose. You you can see, my whole army is wavering almost. So with the rest of my Jonas bodyguard that are still alive, I'll charge into these bow samurai, try and stop the fire into my men. But eventually, my men's morale recovers once they realize that they have completely outnumbered the enemy. So at this point, I should be able to win this battle again. You can see I've routed his main force. These archers over here are wavering. I will then finish off these last bow samurai unit with my katana samurai. And that will do it in a sec. They will not be able to hold out long against my katana samurai. So yeah, you can just enjoy some killing here. There goes a head. Pretty cool. And they will break. You can see they're wavering over here, but they will soon break too. And there they go. So that will be the battle. So yeah, this was my first ever commentary video. Please leave your review. Good comment, bad comment, I don't care. If you have a bad comment though, please don't be mean about it. Be more, give me like some constructive criticism, what to do in the future, because I will hope to be continuing the series all the way up until Fall of the Samurai, which I'm sure we're all anticipating. But as for now, I will be signing out, and stay tuned for my next video.